Adventures await you. Welcome to Primo Traveller, listing the top places where you can chill without the frills. And on today's 10 Prime Picks, the best of Kanchanaburi, Thailand. Be sure to watch till the end, you don't want to miss our top 3 spots. Oh, Thailand, land of temples, tuk-tuks, and warm, lovely places that are sure to put you in a trance. If you're looking for a way to spend your holiday, this is the best place to be. And if you're searching for tranquility, on its western part, 123 kilometers from busy Bangkok, you'll find the quiet yet historic province of Kanchanaburi, the third largest province in Thailand. And within it, the similarly named town of Kanchanaburi. The film buffs among you will most likely recognize this place as the supposed setting for the timeless Hollywood classic. Disclaimer though, the film was shot in Sri Lanka to stand in for Kanchanaburi. But, famous bridge aside, imagine history set against the backdrop of this beautiful, exotic locale, a true nature hideaway. Let us show you the reasons why you should put this gem on your itinerary when you visit the country. And, unless you're a fan of monsoons, avoid the months of May to October. This is it, let's check out 10 awesome places to go in Kanchanaburi. Number 10. Ban Khao National Museum. Begin your exciting journey by stepping into a time capsule and witness life from 4,000 years ago in the Neolithic period. The Ban Khao National Museum is filled with prehistoric artifacts that reveal the Stone Age roots of the area. The pieces in its collection were extracted from a Neolithic burial site that is considered one of the most important prehistoric archaeological sites in the country. These include several skeletons, bone jewelry, shell ornaments, and other artifacts unearthed from the site. This interesting museum lies on the banks of the Wai Noi River. Number 9. Prasathuang Singh National Park. Unleash the adventurer in you. The Prasathuang Singh National Park takes pride in its ancient ruins. It is believed to be a satellite city of Angkor, the capital of the Khmer Empire, which originated in the neighboring country of Cambodia. Muang Sing, which means Lion City, is fully enclosed by a laterite wall. Within, it features the captivating ruins of 2 temples dating back to the 13th and 14th centuries. A visitor to the site will be greeted by a nicely preserved shrine, towering gates, and a courtyard decorated with ancient inscriptions. At the museum within the premises, you can view the artifacts and relics that were unearthed from the site. Feel the magic of this ancient wonder. To get there, take a train to Takilen Station, which is only about a kilometer from this historic park. Number 8. Malika City, 1905 AD. Travel back in time to 1905 AD. After King Rama V of Siam abolished slavery, people were finally able to embrace new ways of life without the control and support of their masters. Malika City is an attraction built to recreate that era, which became the cornerstone of today's Thai people. Be in awe at the beautiful architecture of the traditional Thai buildings and floating houses. Bask in the scenery while riding a rickshaw. Immerse in their lifestyle as you learn about rice winnowing and milling. Or climb the city tower for breathtaking views of the countryside. You can also visit an ancient market and shop for souvenirs, clothes, and traditional dishes. Your currency will be the satang, an ancient hold coin that you can exchange for upon the purchase of your admission ticket. You can also watch different shows that include a classical Thai pantomime, traditional dances, and an ancient form of Thai martial arts. Number 7. Sayok National Park. While you're in the Sayok district, hop over and explore Sayok National Park, home to magnificent mountains, waterfalls, and caves. Hike the trail, explore its many caves, or simply enjoy watching all the wildlife that include the smallest bat in the world. You can also bathe in the cool waters of the Sayok Lake Waterfall, a waterfall fit for a king. It was visited once by Siam's beloved King Rama V and widely praised in Thai songs and poems. It may be overshadowed by the even more popular Erawan Falls, which draws more tourists, but then again, the less crowded, the better, right? A destination truly worthy of exploration. Number 6. Quen Srinagarindra National Park. How about a picnic at a picturesque landscape? Surrounded by verdant hills, the park is centered around the tranquil waters of the Srinagarindra Reservoir. Not as crowded as the other nearby national parks, Quen Srinagarindra National Park has impressive cave systems. There's the 490-foot-long Tam Sawan, which features prehistoric cave paintings, the dome-like Tam Niramit, with beautifully formed stalactites and stalagmites, and Tam Pra Prang, that hosts a Buddha image inside. If you want to cool down, visit the mesmerizing Huamei Kamin waterfalls with 7 tiers and emerald green waters. You can reach it either by boat or by 4-wheel drive vehicle, or you can just relax at a nice picnic spot near the viewpoint. There is also a friendly cafe and scenic areas to camp in. There is no public transport heading to the park, so be sure to rent a car or scooter to get there. And don't forget to book a guided tour to the cave systems and waterfalls. Number 5. Wat Tam Sua Temple. A 1,200-step hike leads to this majestic hilltop retreat, also known as Tiger Cave Temple. Once you manage to reach the summit, you will be rewarded with an awesome 360-degree view of the countryside and large trees that are hundreds of years old. At the center of it all rises a towering image of Buddha. Be sure to observe proper decorum when visiting. Number 4. Erawan National Park. The 7 Erawan Falls are considered by many to be the most photogenic waterfalls in all of Thailand, and swimming in its multi-level turquoise blue pools is perhaps the most popular activity on people's itineraries when visiting Kanchanaburi. Water cascading down the mountain, surrounded by lush vegetation and limestone mountains. What a sight! The hike to the top of the falls offers scenic views of the park, and while you're trekking through the thick forest trail, keep an eye out for interesting wildlife, including elephants, macaques, and gibbons. But be careful, don't offer them food. You can also explore the park's Tam Pratt Cave. Wander through its 4 cavernous rooms and admire the ancient stalagmites and stalactites. You can get to Erawan National Park by either bus or rented scooter. Number 3. Elephant's World. Thailand is well known for its elephant attractions. Though Kanchanaburi has several elephant camps in the area, why not make a difference and visit an elephant sanctuary? Elephant's World is one such place. But unlike the usual elephant camps, this sanctuary is for animals that are sick, old, rescued from abuse. As a visitor, this is your opportunity to have meaningful interactions with these gentle giants. Instead of riding them, volunteers will guide you as you help prepare lunch for these delightful animals. You can feed them, bathe them in the cool river water, or play with them. It is guaranteed to be a memorable learning experience for the entire family. And as a non-profit organization, the money you dole out for fees are spent on caring for these majestic animals through the remaining years of their lives. Your visit can be as short as half a day's tour to an overnight stay in traditional Thai cottages. You can even participate in its 4-week Mahout program, where you are trained to be a Mahout, or an elephant caretaker. An up-close and truly rewarding experience. Number 2. World War II Landmarks. Steeped in history, Kanchanaburi has many sites that are considered World War II landmarks. Most famous is the Burma Railway between Thailand and Burma. It was constructed during World War II by the Japanese through the forced labor of Allied prisoners of war and civilian laborers. More than 100,000 people died constructing the railway, which came to be known as the Death Railway. In honor of their sacrifice and inspired by the movie, an iron bridge was constructed to stand in as the bridge on the River Kwai. You can visit this premier attraction either by walking to the bridge or boarding a train. We suggest the latter, as it gives you more of an opportunity to absorb the scenery. You can also honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice by visiting the Kanchanaburi War Cemetery. There's also the Chiang Kai War Cemetery that sits on the actual site of a former POW camp. Both are humbling reminders of the human cost involved to build the railway. Along the road are 2 museums, the Art Gallery War Museum and the Jeeth War Museum, which is an exact replica of an actual prisoner of war camp. Aside from a remarkable collection of World War II relics and memorabilia, the museum gives visitors an insightful glimpse into Thai history. If you're on the way to Sai Yok National Park, drop by Hellfire Pass, a war memorial that features the 500-meter-long portion of rock that 1,000 prisoners of war dug out by hand to pave the way for the railroad. Visitors are allowed to traverse the steep jungle trail. To enhance the experience, the small museum on site provides audio headsets to guide you on your walk. And finally, at number 1, Wai Noi River, proof that Kanchanaburi is a riverside paradise. The serene vibe and enchanting view of the River Kwai is exactly what you need to unwind. Book one of these amazing floating huts and villas with a few luxury options that are regarded as some of the best in the world. Some are fully equipped with a spa, spacious rooms, a sprawling pool, and gorgeous gardens. Spend a lazy afternoon in a hammock, soak up the scenery, and just chill. The strip along the river is also a great spot to try out Thailand's famous dishes. This is where you get to experience the country's food culture at its most authentic. Of course, you can also book boat tours and water sports, from kayaking, canoeing, and rafting, to scenic river cruises and floating parties. All these make Kanchanaburi a place where simplicity meets your yearning for serenity, and where wildlife finds its sanctuary. These were our top 10 places to visit in Kanchanaburi. Click both the like and subscribe buttons for more of our 10 prime picks, and let Primo Traveller be your guide to premier destinations around the world.